up? What up? It's your boy T. You already know what day it is. I know it's been a couple of weeks, and I know it's late today, but y'all already know what day it is, man. You already know what time it is, what day it is. There's no other day than Bridge Day, not Wednesday. I mean, it might be Wednesday in terms of like, yeah, this is Wednesday. It's not Tuesday. It's not Thursday, but Wednesday is Bridge Day, man. For those of you who are striving to achieve greatness, those who are striving to um, figure out their purpose, find their purpose, and get to the greatest version of themselves, man. Today is no other day than Bridge Day, and every moment is, becomes a bridge of life, right? You become to realize that each moment, each second, each step that you take is literally adding a piece to the bridge of your purpose. And so you grow into this thing to where it's just a bridge of life, you know. Each day is building something. And so, man, it's been a minute. I know I've been crazy busy, man, and I'm glad to be back with y'all, man. And so there's been a lot that's been going on in my mind and that's been, downloaded to me just through thinking and everything like that. And so um, this is the grind part three. I know I did part one and two. The grind part. This is the grind part three, and so today I just want to get right into this thing. This week is we've been doing some Dr. Seuss days. I think Dr. Seuss's birthday is tomorrow at the school, and so we've been doing Dr. Seuss week or these couple days. So today was Wacky Wednesday. And so I have my mismatched shoes and everything on, mismatched socks, and so really getting my whack on. But Dr. Seuss is well known for his quotes, and I'm a quotes guy, and so I want to read you a couple quotes by him. One of them is it goes like this: "Today you are you. That's truer than true. There is no one alive that's youer than you." That's powerful. Then he had this other one that says, "Why fit in when you were born to stand out?" Why fit in when you were born to stand out? Today you are you, and that is truer than true. And there's no one alive that is youer than you. What is he saying in that? What I get from that is that no one can be you except for you. You are the only one that can master you, right? I'm Tyron. I'm the only one that can master Tyron. The only other being or person that can really master me is what I like to call the master, right? Which is obviously God. And we are his masterpiece, as the Bible talks about. We're his workmanship, his masterpiece. And as he's mastering us, as we are connected to him and have a relationship with him, I always say, vertical, then we can begin to master ourselves and master our lives and become youer, the greatest youer that you can be, you. And then the other quote which talks about why fit in when you were born to stand out. When you find out who you are and what you are, and the things that are inside of you, um, those things start to come out, and then you actually start to stand out, and you start realizing that, man, I can't be no longer boxed in. It's time for me to blossom, right? There's a scripture that I'm reminded of right now that I'm talking. I think it's in Matthew 5. It talks about no one lights a lamp and hide it under a shade, but they put it on a lampstand so it gives light to all that is in the room. And I like to think of your gifts, your purpose, the greatest you that you are. It is that of a light, and it is to give light to some people. It is to give light to a number of people. And so, yeah, man. And so we're gonna get right into this thing. Another scripture I have for you before I get into this is so powerful, man. You have to master you. Okay, that's part of the grind, right? Part of the grind, a big part of the grind, is finding out who you are, where you're going, what you can do, right? And so that's part of the grind. The waking up early. Some people, if you wake up early, you don't have anything maybe to read or a vision to write towards, whatever. Part of that time is you searching within yourself, finding out more of who you are, sitting and kind of just meditating. And, it doesn't take this, just looking within yourself. Who am I? What am I? What can I do? And as you find out those things, you go after those things with all your energy, with no compromise, right? Just like my man back there, Michael Jordan, basketball, obviously, he went out there with everything that he had, you know. And a lot of people say that how great he was at basketball, he was great at basketball than a lot of people are at life. Like, he was the standard at how to just master yourself, right? And just give yourself wholly to the gifts that's within you, the passion that's within you, or whatever it is that you're passionate about. So, I'm going to read a scripture for you. One of my favorite scriptures, man, is in Hebrews, chapter 11, and it's verse 1 and verse 8. But it talks about faith, right? And that's another component, right, is of the grind, is find out who you are, but also once you find out who you are and you start to discover some things about yourself, having the faith that that's what you are, and that you can actually go do that. And then actually making some steps towards that, right? Because faith without works is dead, right? So I'm gonna get right into this. Hebrews chapter 11, and it reads, "Now faith is the substance or assurance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Verse 8 says, "By faith Abraham obeyed when he was called to go out to a place that he was to receive an inheritance, and he went out not knowing where he was going." Not knowing where he was going. So you see in the first one it says that faith is a substance, right? It's an assurance. It's faith is it's a substance of the things that you're hoping for, right? Maybe you're hoping to get into this graduate program or this school, right? So you need to. There's a level of faith that you got to have in order to make that a reality. But then there's also some steps that have to be taken, right, to really make that thing reality. You know what I'm saying? A different level. And so faith is a substance, right? So substance of things hoped for, but it's also, right, the evidence of things that are not seen. So in order for me to bring into play something that I'm hoping for, but it's not yet seen yet, it's not yet happening yet, I have to have a faith that I can actually do that. I have to have confidence in myself, and also in God, obviously, that that is available for me. And I also have to make steps for that. That means mastering who you are, working on your craft, discovering that those things that are inside of you, and then that requires steps. You got to act on that. It's like Peter on the water. He stepped on the water, he acted, and he walked on water. It's like the woman with the issue of blood in Mark chapter 5, where it talks about how there was these thousands of people, multitude of people, right? And she crawls through the crowd, to just grab the hem of Jesus' garment, and she was healed. And so it's going to take some action. You got to crawl through the crowd of the doubts, the crowd of fear, the crowd of discouragement, the crowd of even frustration. Those are the crowd, right? That's the multitudes that we deal with in our minds. You got to crawl through the crowd like the woman with the issue of blood and say, "I'm grabbing onto the hem of Jesus' garment." Get into the presence of God. Get up early and sit and hear the voice of God. This is for me too. I'm right here with you. We all are on the journey to the path of life. We all on the journey, right, to the bridge of our purpose. And so the great thing about this scripture also in verse 8, it says that Abraham, he went out not knowing where he was going. Now I want you to catch what I'm about to say to you, okay? Because this really just came to me a few minutes ago. And Abraham went out not knowing, right? He went out not knowing where he was going. So catch this. Even though he didn't know where he was going, that didn't mean he didn't know who he was. Okay? So, in other words, you can not know where you're going, right? But yet, you know who you are. You know what you are. you know who you are and the things that are inside of you, and those things actually make a way sometimes along the way. Just to having the courage to say, you know what, I'm making a step towards this, and I'm gonna see where these cards fall. And God is the one who has His hand and holding these cards, right? And, these gifts in our lives, and these in His paths, and different things like that. And so, I just want to encourage you, man. Master you. You are you. No one can be more you than you, right? Master yourself, and also faith it, man. If you hope for it, believe in it, and also take steps. That's the grind, man. That's the grind. It's a lifelong grind. Mastering yourself, believing, and acting on it. So it's your boy T here at the bridge saying, man, master yourself. Faith without works is dead. And man, I'm glad to see y'all today, and I'll see y'all next week on Bridge Day, baby. Peace.